Absolutely nobody takes breakfast at 5 a.m. Ethiopian Airways. Do you want tea or coffee, ma'am? Me? No, it's too early. Avoid me. Also me moments later. Excuse me. Can I have more fufu to finish this soup? S'il vous plaît. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Victorine. I am a content creator from Cameroon, Central Africa, geographically West Africa. I took out a month of my life to just, breathe East African air and just to get myself tanned by the East African sun. I had an amazing holiday, and this video I just want to be your travel guide, your plug as you plan to come to Tanzania. So first I went to Kenya, and these videos are just going to be my stories in Tanzania. Before I get into that video, can we just all agree that Mama Africa is doing an amazing job? I'm super proud that Africa is the holiday destination. I'm super proud to be African. I am proud to be in this era. Now, my travel preparations to Tanzania started like before I left my country. So Tanzania has this e-visa procedure thing where you just need to fill some information online, apply for a visa. Visa could be granted or denied. Yes, it could be denied because recently a friend of mine got a visa declination. Is that grammar? Like his visa was declined. Yeah. So you need to fill like the right information in your visa application to avoid denied. I got into Tanzania through Arusha and by flight. There are several ways for you to get into Tanzania. You can come by road, you can come by flight, you can come by water. It just depends on the angle you're coming from. If you've been watching my Kenya series, yes, I have a Kenya series. Like I said, I was in Kenya, now I am in Tanzania. So if you haven't watched my Kenya series, make sure you check it out. Like there's a big playlist with the title Kenya. Check that out. Like those videos, subscribe to my channel. That's going to be nice of you. The way I left Kenya, nobody should ever leave a country like that. It was so traumatic. My sisters came by road, I came by flight. While I'm on transit in Ethiopia, I keep thinking, how is my entry going to be like? Because I didn't get a visa, unlike Kenya where I signed up for the e-visa. I was looking forward to getting the visa upon arrival. And now in my head, with the experience I had living Kenya, I'm like, hey Jesus, how is it going to be? Oh, since I'm sharing Tanzania stories, I got in safe. Don't be scared, all right? So what I'm going to share with you are the things that you need to have before thinking of traveling to Tanzania. Number one, you need to have your flight money. I argued a little bit with a friend of mine who traveled to Dar es Salaam. She told me not to pay for my flight unless I was sure I was going to have a visa. So she applied for her e-visa, got confirmation, and then paid her flight. But me, what I did, because I paid for a multi-city flight from Cameroon to Kenya, from Kenya to Tanzania, from Tanzania to Cameroon. That way it was a little affordable. So I cannot tell you how much the flight cost because it was a multi-city flight. Multi-city flights are more affordable. But the issue is I paid like very close to my travel date. So when you pay very close to your travel date, like the prices could be very exorbitant. Okay, so let's just clear that out. I cannot tell you how much the flight cost. The next thing you need to check before you travel, these are your medicals. Hello, do you know about the COVID? The thing that just came and shook the world. You need to plan for your COVID stops. When we got into the Kilimanjaro International Airport, the first stop we had was the health check stop. And here they ask you for, what they asked me, I'll talk about me. They asked for, are you vaccinated? They said, are you vaccinated? I said, yes, like for the COVID. And they're like, okay, let's see your COVID certificate. And then I showed them my yellow fever vaccination card. So just those two. I think for other people, when you're not vaccinated, you need to show like a test, a PCR test. I didn't have that problem when I got to Kenya. I didn't have the problem getting into Tanzania. It was a little different leaving Tanzania. Like that's a story on its own. I'm going to share that another day. But let's just continue with the entry process. So from the health checks, if everything is okay, you move to the next checkpoint, which is just this form you're filling to tell the Tanzanian government, like, hello, who am I? Who are you? Why are you getting into our country? How did you get here? Land, air, sea, train? Tell us. How long are you going to be in our country? When are you going? Because you need to Tell us when you're going. Where will you be staying? What's the name of your host? Do you have money? And sometimes you're going to be asked to present like proof of money because they don't want you coming into their country like, hey, that country is expensive. Let me not even just talk about Zanzibar. That's going to be in another video, okay? But in general, it's a very expensive country. So if you're going there, like, you need to show us proof of money. Don't come and stand on the road with a plate and be doing, stuff like that. And now you go now to the next stop, which is we have like residents, we have like foreigners, we have visa upon arrival. Since I didn't have a visa, I didn't sign up for the e-visa. I had to go for the visa upon arrival. So there's a kiosk for that. What's a kiosk? Like, there's a stand for that. I meet the immigration officer. I present him with all the forms that I have filled, and then he goes on, he's asking me questions just to be sure that is Victorine Bih Takwe. So he's like, what's your name? I'm like, hey bro, can't you see my name on the paper? No. I said that in my mind. So don't come there with your temper. Just be cool. Make sure that you answer everything. It should be on point. Like, everything you've written there should be what you're saying, because God forbid that you get into that country and they tell you to go back. Like, it's just going to be crazy. So I went on, I answered the questions, I was just chatting with the man, and now this is the time for payment, when he approves of your request. Let's call it a request, right? The cost of the Tanzania visa is $50. So I reach out, I take out 50 pounds sterling, I give it to the man, and he's like, no, we want dollars. He takes my passport, all my documents, he sends me out of the airport to the banks around the airport, and he's like, change the money to dollars and come pay me in dollars. That is the beginning of the stress that I had in Tanzania. Like, the money I traveled with was pound sterling, and in most of the places they only take dollars or Tanzanian shillings. So I had to keep changing. I'll change the money to dollars or change it at once to Tanzanian shillings, and that's how your money is that is how your money is finishing. Like, yeah, so those are the things that you need. Can we just do a recap of everything? First, you need your flight ticket. Second, you need your health, your medicals on point. If you haven't taken the COVID vaccination, you need like your PCR test. You need your yellow fever vaccination card. And then at the immigration, this is what I read, but they didn't ask me that. Okay, maybe because I had a short time to stay there. If it's holidays you're going for, you need to have reservations from the guest houses, the Airbnbs, the apartment you're going to be staying at. You need to know your host. You need to know their number, their name, because you're going to be asked all of those at the airport. And then sometimes they could ask you like the proof of money. Like, you're coming to our country, how do we know that you can sustain? Because yes, our country is very expensive. Oh my God, that country is so expensive. So they need to know that you're able to afford your time in that country. So they may ask you for, how much money do you have? Do you have money with you? Can you show us proof of having money? So you need all of those details. Okay, don't go there and start mumbling, or else they'll send you back to your village. Oh, they will send you back to your village if you go there and start mumbling. I'm just telling you. Okay, so keep watching. I have a long time to be in Tanzania. You're going to have like Tanzania content back to back. Like, this is your travel guide to Tanzania. The next time you're traveling to Tanzania and you have no idea what to do, where to go to, like, this right here is your guide. You're going to have like amazing content. Keep watching. Oh, I actually vlogged from Ethiopia, from the airport during my transit to the Kilimanjaro airport and then to Arusha. Okay, so keep watching the vlog. I'm reading more about the visa process thing, and it's a little bit complicated than what my elder sister said. She said, Vicky, don't worry about the Tanzanian flight. When we get to Tanzania, we're going to get the thing on arrival. So while I'm reading articles on how to get like the visa in Tanzania, what was that? The advice that you should get your visa online before traveling, or else it's going to be a very long process. So I'm just in this place. Yes, I'm in this place where I'm like, how is it going to be? Like, I am right now, I'm in Ethiopia. Is it called a layover or a transit? Right now I'm in Ethiopia. I'm waiting for I have like two hours. I've burned like 1 hour, so I have another hour that I'm waiting. So in my mind I'm just like, how is it going to be? Is it going to be complicated? I hope that it is not going to be complicated. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. I'll carry you along so that you know if this works, and then I'm just going to tell you like the lessons that I have learned as a first-time traveler, and the things that I'm going to correct like in my next flight and all of that. Okay, so see you all. Now, one of the things I enjoy about Ethiopian Airways is the fact that every flight, like, you have lots of food to eat. I had 2 flights this morning, one at 5 a.m. the next, was it at 7? I said they gave us food at 5 a.m. At 7, they gave us food. And I'm like, wow. So I finished with all the paperwork at the airport. Mind you, this was a scary one for me. And when I got out, there was a ride waiting for me. He didn't come immediately. I was there for like 10-15 minutes before he came to pick me up. I think our host arranged for him to come pick me up.
Victorine Bih Takwe?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Where's the luggage? Do you need luggage? Luggage.
So I traveled just with a backpack. Remember the night when we just rushed out of the Airbnb? My sisters took me to the airport. Yes, I couldn't travel with my box. So they are coming with my box in, they are riding from Nairobi to Arusha. So I have a little backpack and we're just driving into town. Over 5 minutes now and we haven't got to the city yet, and we're driving through this. It looks sub-Saharan. Like, if you've been to the north of Cameroon, if you've been to Marwa, you've been to Garoua, then ding, you have your match. If you come here, you just feel like you're in that part of Cameroon. So it doesn't feel like it's strange. It feels very familiar because I was in the north a couple of months ago. So yes, it feels like I'm still in Cameroon. And then I am just waiting to see what the town looks like. I think the town is going to be like the difference. It's Tanzania. So let's go to the town and see what it looks like. I took a video of our guest house where we'll be spending our time in Arusha, and then I lost it. Good morning, guys. We got to Arusha yesterday. So this is my first morning in Arusha. I'm trying to make something to eat before we start our day. Now, remember the pies I spent all evening baking back in Nairobi? Yes, we traveled with the pies. That's what we had to eat during the road trip, but we're having it for breakfast. Thank God. This my big sister said they don't even eat. Like, Nami last chop the pies, they won't finish them. Am I complaining? No, thank God. This is, what kind of material do I put in the microwave? Can this get in? Yeah. Sarah. Should I make pie for you? Ay, 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 we had a very long day today, but we're going to share the activities of the day in another video. Okay, we're going to have like a tour of the Arusha city, beautiful place, and some other interesting things you can do while in Tanzania. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment down below, like this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.